Hello students, welcome back to online lecture of MG Shah Vidya Mandir and Junior College Bahubali. Welcome to 12th Maths First. We had started topic number 5 vectors. In last video we had started exercise 5.2. Today we will see remaining examples in exercise 5.2. So let's start today's video. Exercise 5.2. Question number 5. Prove that the line segments joining the midpoints of adjacent sides of a quadrilateral form a parallelogram. See students, here we have to prove the line joining midpoints of quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So let's start. See, ABCD, suppose that ABCD is a parallelogram, is a quadrilateral, and point PQRS are midpoints of side AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. See here in the figure, PQRS are here. You observe PQRS are midpoints of side AB, BC, CD and AD respectively. We suppose A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar and P bar, Q bar, R bar, S bar are position vector of the points A, B, C, D and P, Q, R, S respectively. So student, here from figure, P is the midpoint of AB, so we write P bar is equal to A bar plus B bar upon 2. Q is midpoint of BC, so we write Q bar is equal to B bar plus C bar upon 2. R is midpoint of CD, so we write R bar is equal to C bar plus D bar upon 2, and S is midpoint of AD, so we write S bar is equal to A bar plus D bar upon 2. Now we have to prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. So we first find PQ bar. How to find PQ bar? PQ bar is equal to Q bar minus P bar. Put the value of Q bar and P bar. Simplify. Half is common, B bar plus C bar minus A bar minus B bar. B bar get cancel. Half C bar minus A bar. P bar ला अपोजिट साइड कोणती आहे बघा, SR. SR बार काढून घ्या. We find SR bar, R bar minus S bar. Put the values. You find SR bar. Here you observe that PQ bar and SR bar are same. Means here student, you observe that PQ bar is equal to SR bar, means opposite sides are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Similarly, we can prove that QR bar is equal to PS bar. That is QR bar parallel to PS bar. So we can write as quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay. Next question number 6. D and E divides the sides BC and CA of a triangle ABC in the ratio 2:3 respectively. Find the position vector of the point of intersection of AD and BE and the ratio in which the point divides AD and BE. See student, first we draw the figure. Triangle ABC you draw first. Triangle ABC in which D and E divides in the ratio 2:3 we had given. Suppose that AD and B intersect at point P. Now student, we suppose the vectors, position vectors A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, E bar and P bar are position vectors of points A, B, C, D, E and P respectively. Here point D divides in the ratio 2:3, internally in the ratio 2:3. So we use here section formula for internal division. What is the section formula? Here it is B bar and it is C bar. Okay. So we write D bar is equal to 2C bar plus 3B bar upon 2 plus 3. Okay. So next step is, understand, 2 into C bar plus 3 into B bar upon 2 plus 3. Now you simplify this. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 into D bar is equal to 2C bar plus 3B bar. Similarly, you write E bar is equal to 2 A bar plus 3 C bar upon 2 plus 3. 5 E bar is equal to 2 A bar plus 3 C bar. We get equation 1 and 2. Observe equation 1 and 2. From equation 1, 5 D bar minus 3 bar is equal to 2 C bar. And from equation 2, 5 E bar minus 2 E bar is equal to 3 C bar. Here you multiply this equation by 3 and multiply this equation by 2. Then what happens? 15 D bar minus 9 B bar is equal to 6 C bar. And equation 2 becomes 10 E bar minus 4 A bar is equal to 6 C bar. Now you can observe these two equations. Here LHS are same, so we equate. You can write 15 D bar minus 9 B bar is equal to 10 E bar minus 4 A bar. Okay, so here collect 15 D bar as it is, take 4 A bar in the LHS, 10 E bar as it is, 9 B bar. Now you write as 15 D bar plus 4 A bar upon 15 plus 4 and 10 E bar plus 9 B bar upon 10 plus 9. Student, here observe LHS. LHS is the position vector of the point which divides AD. Here D bar and A bar is given. So it divides segment AD in the ratio 15:4. And RHS, observe, RHS is the position vector of the point which divides segment E and P, E bar and P bar is given. So which divides segment BE in the ratio 10:9. But here P is the point of the intersection of AD and BE. Therefore, we can say that P divides AD internally in the ratio 15:4 and P divides BE internally in the ratio 10:9. So we write, hence we write position vector of the point of intersection of AD and BE is P bar is equal to 15 D bar plus 4 A bar upon 19 and 10 E bar plus 9 B bar upon 19. Okay. Next question 7. Prove that a quadrilateral is parallelogram if and only if its diagonal bisect each other. For this, we first draw figure. See the figure. Quadrilateral is parallelogram. So we draw here quadrilateral ABCD. It is parallelogram when its diagonal bisect each other. Okay. So we had given ABCD is parallelogram. Then we have to prove that its diagonal bisect. We suppose A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar are position vectors of point A, B, C, D. AB is equal to CD and AB is parallel to CD is given. So we write AB bar is equal to DC bar. Okay. AB bar is equal to DC bar. We write in terms of position vector B bar minus A bar is equal to C bar minus D bar. C bar as it is, take B bar on the RHS, LHS, we get A bar plus C bar is equal to, here B bar plus sign is there, B bar plus D bar. So we write here A bar plus C bar is equal to B bar plus D bar. You divide by 2, we get A bar plus B bar, C bar upon 2 is equal to B bar plus D bar upon 2. This means that the position vector of the midpoint of the diagonal A bar plus C bar upon 2 म्हणजे काय, हा midpoint फॉर्म्युला आहे काय, म्हणजे AC डायगोनल AC चा हा midpoint आहे आणि हा BD चा. Therefore we get position vector of the midpoints of diagonal AC and BD are A bar plus C bar upon 2 and B bar plus D bar upon 2. And we had given these are two equals. So that means these two are equal, means the midpoints of diagonal AC and BD are the same. Okay. This shows that the diagonal AC and BD bisect each other. And here, if and only if is condition there, we prove converse. What is the converse? If diagonals bisect each other, then it is parallelogram. Conversely, suppose diagonal AC and BD of a quadrilateral bisect each other. That is, they have same midpoint. That is, we prove that we see that A bar plus C bar upon 2 is equal to B bar plus D bar upon 2. बघा हा क्वाड्रिलेटरल आहे ABCD. हे जे डायगोनल्स काय आहेत कॉन्ग्रुएंट आहेत. डायगोनल्स बायसेक्ट होतात म्हटलेलं आहे. ओके, याचा अर्थ काय, त्यांचा मिडपॉईंट काय असणार आहे, सेम असणार आहे. म्हणून इथं काय म्हणले, मिडपॉईंट्स आर इक्वल. मग एसीचा मिडपॉईंट कसं काढणार, ए बार प्लस सी बार अपॉन 2. आणि बी डीचा मिडपॉईंट कसं काढणार, बी बार प्लस डी बार अपॉन 2. 2 कॅन्सल होईल यातमधनं. सो वी गेट ए बार प्लस सी बार इज इक्वल टू बी बार प्लस डी बार. बी बार मायनस ए बार इज इक्वल टू सी बार प्लस डी बार. दिस मीन्स दॅट बी बार मायनस ए बार मीन्स ए बी बार अँड सी बार मायनस डी बार मीन्स डी सी बार. अँड ए बी बार इज पॅरलल टू डी सी बार. Similarly, we prove that side AB is parallel to side DC and AB is congruent to DC. This means that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Hence, we prove. Next question number 8. Prove that the median of a trapezium is parallel to the parallel sides of a trapezium and its length is half of the sum of lengths of its parallel sides. To understand this meaning, we draw first a figure. See what is given. Median of a trapezium. So we draw first trapezium ABCD. Median of trapezium is parallel to parallel sides of a trapezium. And its length is half of the sum of parallel sides. Okay, that is, we have to prove that Mn is equal to half AD bar plus BC bar. Okay, suppose first you write position vectors. Let A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar are position vectors of point A, B, C, D respectively. And here trapezium is there, so AD is parallel to BC. Then the vertex of AD bar and BC bar are parallel. There exists a scalar k such that AD bar is equal to KBC bar. AD bar plus BC bar is equal to KBC bar plus BC bar. That is here k plus 1 into BC bar. Let M bar and N bar are the position vector of the midpoints M and N of non-parallel sides AB and DC. So M is midpoint, so we write midpoint formula. We use midpoint formula. M bar is equal to, see this is a trapezium given A, B, C, D and M and N are points here. So we write M bar as A bar plus D bar upon 2 and N bar as D bar plus A, B, C, D. Okay. Now we know that Mn bar, we write as Mn bar as N bar minus M bar. Put the value of N bar and M bar. Half is common. D bar plus C bar minus A bar minus B bar. So here half into D bar minus A bar plus C bar minus B bar. D bar minus A bar means AD bar. And C bar minus B bar means BC bar. Okay. So here we get AD bar plus BC bar upon 2. Put the value of AD bar plus BC bar, K plus 1 BC bar upon 2. Here we had proved that is we can express Mn bar as scalar multiple of BC bar. Here we had proved that Mn bar is equal to K plus 1 upon 2 BC bar. So any vector is scalar multiple of another vector, then we say that two vectors are parallel to each other. So here Mn bar and BC bar are parallel to each other. But BC bar is parallel to AD bar. So Mn is parallel to AD bar and BC bar of a trapezium. Okay. Now students see, now AD bar and BC bar are collinear. So modulus of AD bar plus BC bar is equal to modulus of AD bar plus modulus of BD bar, that is AD bar plus AD plus BC. So we write Mn bar is equal to AD bar plus BC bar upon 2, that is Mn is equal to half AD into BC. Next question number 9. If two of the vertices of a triangle are A 3 1 4 and B minus 4 5 minus 3 and the centroid of a triangle is G minus 1 2 1, then find the coordinate of third vertex. Here we use the midpoint formula. Let A bar, B bar, C bar and G bar are position vectors of A, B, C and G respectively. We had given A point. From the A point we write A bar. We had given B point. From the B point we write B bar. And we had given G centroid. From that we write G bar. Okay. Now G is the centroid of triangle ABC. So we use here centroid formula. By centroid formula, G bar is equal to, what is the centroid formula? G bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar upon 3. That is, we get 3G bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar. We want C bar, so we write C bar is equal to 3G bar minus A bar minus B bar. Now you put the value of G bar, A bar and B bar. C bar is equal to 3, put the value of G bar minus A bar minus B bar. Okay. You multiply by 3 and simplify. You get the final answer as C bar is equal to minus 2 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 2 k cap. Therefore, the coordinates of the third vertex C are given by minus 2, 0 and 2. Next question number 10. In triangle OAB, E is the midpoint of OB and D is the midpoint of AB, such that AD is to DB is equal to 2 is to 1. If OD and AE intersect at P, then determine the ratio OP is to PD using vector method. First we draw figure of triangle OAB. Here E is the midpoint of OB and D is the midpoint of AB. Okay. And ratio is given AD is to DB is given 2 is to 1 ratio. If OD and AE intersect at P, then determine OP is to PD. Okay. We suppose the position vectors, all these position vectors. Then we had given AD is to DB is given 2 is to 1. So D point divides AB internally in the ratio 2 is to 1. So we write D bar, we write here D bar is equal to 2B bar plus A bar upon 2 plus 1. So we get 3D bar is equal to 2B bar plus A bar. Similarly, E is the point of OB. So we write E bar is equal to OE bar. And OE bar means half OB bar, that is B bar upon 2. So we get here E bar is equal to B bar upon 2. That is, we get B bar is equal to twice E bar. Now observe equation 1 and 2. See, from equation 1 and 2, we write 3D bar is equal to 2 into 2E bar plus A bar. That is 4E bar plus A bar. Okay. Therefore, 3D bar plus 2O bar upon 3 plus 2 is equal to 4E bar plus A bar upon 4 plus 1. What is the LHS implies? LHS implies OD divides internally in the ratio 3 is to 2. And RHS implies, see, from this it implies OD divides in the ratio 3 is to 2. and it implies AE divides in the ratio 4:1. Okay, but OD and AE intersect at point P, so P divides internally in the ratio 3:2. Hence we get OP is to PD is equal to 3:2. Next question number 11. If the centroid of a tetrahedron OABC is 1, -1, 2, -1, where A point is given, B is given, C is given. Find the distance of P, ABC from origin. Student, here first we draw the figure. See here, suppose here given G 1, 2, -1 is the centroid of tetrahedron OABC. A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar are the position vector of point A, B, C, G respectively. Then we had given point A. From this we write A bar. From point B we write B bar. From point C we write C bar, and from point G is given we write G bar. We use here centroid formula. What is the centroid formula of tetrahedron? G bar is equal to O bar plus A bar plus B bar plus C bar upon 4. So we get 4G bar is equal to A bar plus B bar plus C bar upon C bar. Put the values. You get 4 into G bar value, A bar value put kara, B bar and C bar. You simplify, multiply by 4. Here you collect I terms, then J and then K. Okay. So here you get this step. By equality of theorem, I cap is there. So you write A plus 3 is equal to 4, B plus 3 is equal to 8, and C plus 5 is equal to -4. From this, you calculate the values of A, B, C. That is, we get value of P, A, B, C as 1, 5 and -9. Okay. Now, we have to find distance of P from origin. We use distance formula. x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square plus z2 minus z1 bracket square. Root 1 minus 0 bracket square plus 5 minus 0 bracket square plus -9 minus 0 bracket square. 1 square 1, 5 square 25, 9 square 81. So we get the final answer as distance of P from origin is root 107 units. And last example, 12th, find the centroid of a tetrahedron with vertices K 5 -7 0, L 1 5 3, M 4 -6 3, and N 6 -4 2. Let G be the centroid of tetrahedron K L M N. We suppose that the position vector K bar, L bar, M bar, N bar are position vector of the points K L M N respectively. We had given here K point, so we write L bar, M bar and N bar. Okay, L M N point is given, and we had given K point. Here K is there, not P. We write the vector form. Now G bar is the centroid of tetrahedron. So by using centroid formula, we write G bar is equal to K bar plus L bar plus M bar plus N bar upon 4. You put the value 1 upon 4 as it is. K bar, this is L bar, M bar and N bar. You simplify. You get G bar is equal to 4 I cap minus 3 J cap plus 2 K cap. Hence the centroid of tetrahedron we get as G bar is equal to 4 minus 3 and 2. Okay. So students, in this video we had seen remaining examples in exercise 5.2. This exercise is completed here. Your today's homework is solve exercise 5.2 completely in your notebook. In the next video we will see next point. We will stop here. See you in the next video. Thank you.